They did was look at the name of the trust, the names on the trust, the signatures on the trust, and handed me a bank account with the EINs. That's all. They didn't look at the contract. They didn't read it to say, is this legit? They didn't do any of that. They didn't even take copies of it. They didn't even look at it. Wells Fargo. Because when you walk in there with a trust, nobody does that. People walk in there with a trust, they're like, you got to know what you're doing. Yeah, I'm telling you, I was in there at all three trusts, got 3 bank accounts for the family, the business, and the charitable foundation. Because I had EINs that we set up ahead of time. Walked in there with all 3 paperworks, notarization, a couple signatures, put your PIN numbers in, your debit cards are coming in the mail. Done deal. Done deal. It does matter, Dane, Russ, that's the whole point. It does. It 100% matters, yep. Yeah. The trusts are really kind of useless to you unless they're irrevocable and non-grantor. Non-grantor is really powerful, you understand. The non-grantor, let me explain it like this. You don't really get those with attorneys. Let me put it that way. But we'll talk about non-grantors for a second. This is basically what happens with a non-grantor. See, a trust, royalty uses these trusts. So you're basically setting up your own kingdom or queendom, depending on if you're a queen or a king. But you're setting up your own kingdom. But imagine you're a peasant in that kingdom that's to be built. You're a peasant. And what you're saying is to the guy structuring the kingdom, which is Cedric, you're like, Cedric, I want to donate all my possessions, my money, my assets, my XRP, my house, my land. I want to give that up to the kingdom. I'm just giving it up. Okay? All your value goes into the value of the kingdom now. The trust owns your assets. Well, they're no longer yours. You no longer own them. They're no longer attached to you. So you put them into the trust. And what he does is he structures the kingdom as if it's his, and then resigns and hands you the kingdom. And it's almost like you're a ship that sets sail. He pushes you out of the harbor, and now you get to go navigate the world differently. But a grantor, like an attorney does, they don't let you go. They stay on it because they're an extension of the state. You don't actually break that extension unless you have a non-grantor. And these aren't set up by attorneys. These are set up by Cedric. So there were attorneys involved when they consulted. He's got letters of legal opinion on his website. The tax code, it's all very transparent on his website, trustupcommunity.com. You can see the 1031 exchange, the 1041 return. You can see the letters of legal opinion, attorneys that support this. So if and then you walk into the bank with your stuff, and like they give you a bank account, that's like the most affirming. Like, oh, what, the bank just gave me bank accounts? They didn't even ask me any questions.